pulled in. And today we're sitting at Moe's in Taft, and we were just reminiscing back in the 60s. And my friend Ken Snow that I went to high school with, he came down to visit me, and he liked to go out on boats and he wanted to go crabbing. Well, I knew there was a little church in Lincoln City, and they had these big crab nets out behind it. And I said, well, let's go down in the middle of the night and let's grab those crab nets and we'll return them before daylight. And we came to this location. Well, this was a boat rental place in those days. And you have that pier out there, and we'd walk out on the pier. And he said, boy, I sure like to get a boat, but the rental place is closed. And I said, come on, Ken, let's just take the boat. We'll bring it back before morning. He said, really? I said, let's do it. So we came to the rental place, and we grabbed a boat, and we went out here in the bay. And we had our crab nets that we took from the church. And we had crabs all over the place. They were crawling out of the nets and in the bottom of the boat, and we were worried about them biting us, and we had our attention out here. We weren't paying any attention to when the tide came in. Well, as long as the tide was in, we had a pretty good time. All of a sudden, we went thud. What's that? He said. I said, I don't know. I think we hit bottom. Well, the tide went out. We're sitting out in the middle of Siletz Bay in a boat, and we don't know how to get home. And the cop comes up and he checks with a big flashlight to be sure all the boats are there. And he's flashing his flashlight, but we were way out too far for him to see us. So we decided we better get home. How are we going to get out of here? I said, well, there's only one way. So we got out and walked. And we picked up the boat and all the crabs, and we brought it back to shore. And that was our story about this location, which is now Moe's. And now I'm going to have my chowder.
I'm going to get you another piece of bread, honey, because that juice flowed on that. I'm going to get you another piece of bread.